How's it going there, folks? This is Quinn, that's Snazzy iPhone Guy, and this is my back-to-school collaboration video with the one and only YouTube's Duncan33303, Austin Evans. Now, this is a collaboration of some of the best stuff you could use going back to school, amongst which are tablets, e-readers, laptops, cell phones, headphones, cameras. We got it all, and it's all right here on our two channels. Now, there are 3 categories on each channel, so you will have to go back and forth to see the whole back-to-school collaboration, but it should be a lot of fun, and I'm excited. So let's get started.
If you're looking to save a little bit of money, the Motorola Triumph is a great way to go. So this is going to be on the Virgin Mobile network, and of course, since it's pay-as-you-go, you're going to save a lot of money in the long run. So with an iPhone 4 or an iPhone 5, you're going to have to pay $200 up front, and then you have to pay almost $100 a month, depending on your plan, for every single month for 2 full years. Now that's a lot of money, and you're stuck in a contract. Whereas with this, you have to pay $300 up front. However, you can have the phone, you can do whatever you want with it. You could be on Virgin Mobile for a month, a year, 2 years, whatever. And of course, the prices in general are going to be quite a bit cheaper. On top of that, though, you're going to have a great phone. You're going to have a 4.1-inch display, which is very, very large, plenty of screen real estate. You're going to have a 1 gigahertz processor. You're going to have both front and rear-facing cameras, and of course, it's going to run Android. So there's not really going to be a whole lot of penalties for going with this, unlike a lot of other cheaper phones. So if you're looking for a really solid budget option, the Motorola Triumph is definitely something you should look into.
My back-to-school smartphone pick is ought to be the Samsung Galaxy S2. Now, this is a Gingerbread OS 1.2 gigahertz ARM v7 dual-core processor. It's going to come with a 4.3 Super AMOLED gorgeous display. It has an 8-megapixel camera on it with a 2-megapixel on the front. Obviously better than the iPhone 4. It's going to come with TouchWiz 4.0, which isn't my favorite, but it's still a pretty good skin of Android 3.2. And you're also going to get the best Android smartphone on the market. I mean, it really is the best phone on the market. Now, there are some that are coming out, especially from Motorola, that a lot of people prefer. However, they're not really keeping in mind that the Samsung Galaxy S2 is not only the fastest device on the market as of right now, but it's also the thinnest device. It's really sleek, really well built, really robust. And if you're looking for an iOS alternative, the Samsung Galaxy S2 should be your pick.
For camera, I like the Sony Nex Iii. Now, what this camera is all about is merging what's great about a point-and-shoot with what's great about a professional DSLR. So you get a fairly small and compact body, so it's not a huge camera that you got to be lugging around everywhere, but you have the added benefit of having interchangeable lenses. So what this is great for is if, for example, you want to take some macro shots, you just put yourself a macro lens on. You want to do a lot of zooming, just grab yourself a zoom lens. It's very, very simple to do. You can, of course, just swap the lenses in and out, and what you really gain is the full compatibility and the portability of a really small camera with the great, great image quality of a full DSLR. Now, don't get me wrong, it might not be quite as good as a full professional DSLR, but of course it's going to be a lot cheaper. It's going to be much, much smaller. Now, on top of that, you'll have full 720p video, which is definitely nothing to sneeze at. And overall, I really have no problems recommending the Sony Nex Iii.
My back-to-school pick is ought to be the Canon Powershot Elph 300HS. Now, actually, the successor to this camera was just announced a few days ago, but I still think that this is one of the best cameras on the market even today, and especially since the successor was announced, which doesn't add that many improvements, this camera should drop pretty significantly in price. You can pick it up right now on Amazon for $329, and what you get is a 21mm wide-angle lens. You get 5x optical zoom. You get a beautiful 12.1 CMOS sensor that performs excellent in low light. You get beautiful full 1080p HD video. It's super compact, and it is hands down the best portable camera in the market. I've tried lots of them because I'm not really one that has been wanting to carry my SLR around, but I also want better pictures than my iPhone 4, and the 300HS is like the perfect solution. It's small, it's petite, but you don't compromise on quality. And so that is my back-to-school camera pick.
Quinn is definitely the master of headphones, but for my pick under $50 is going to be the Audio-Technica ATH M30s. Now with these you're going to get some really good audio quality, and of course not everyone wants to spend several $100s on a good pair of headphones. So with this you can get some great audio quality without having to resort to those Apple in-ear headbuds, get some decent sound quality, get some nice build quality, and of course without having to spend a lot of money. On top of that, Audio-Technica is a great company in general. Of course, I'm using their microphone right now. So if you're interested in a good pair of headphones for under $50, these will absolutely do a great job.
My back-to-school headphone pick is not the most practical, but it's going to be the Hi-Fi Man HE300. Now, these headphones aren't that cheap, but they're also the best headphones you can get in this price range. They are going to run you $299 US, and I know some of you are gasping at the mouth, but they really are phenomenal headphones considering their price tag. They beat out some of the industry best of the best as they're considered, namely the AKG K701, the Bayer Dynamic DT880, the Sennheiser HD650, and a lot more. I mean, these headphones that have always been the best in this price range are in a lot of trouble because Hi-Fi Man is a new company coming in with a lot of storm, and I can tell you right now, you will be 100% satisfied if you buy these headphones. I love mine. They're brilliant. They're light. They're fast. They're forward. They're really just a blast to listen to, and if you're looking to spend a little bit more money on headphones, look nowhere else than the Hi-Fi Man HE300s. Thanks so much for watching. You guys were great. Hopefully we gave you some ample suggestions for back to school. And as always, stay snazzy. See you later, folks.